Okay, welcome back to another installment of me shooting my mouth off. Got a lot of good response from the last batch of 6 videos I did. I had a few questions about us to clear up a few things that I kind of skimmed over in the last video, so I'm going to kind of fine-tune those a little bit. But thanks to everyone for watching the videos. It's been pretty cool, actually. Okay, one of the videos showed the drum set behind me, as you can see over there, and they saw small tom in front of the bass drum, and wondered what it was. It's on its side facing the kick drum, so I'm going to show you what that is. It's basically called a sub kick. You can buy them, and like I said in the other video, you can spend the money to get your gear and go broke doing it, or you can make some. So basically what a subkick is a speaker. It can be roughly any size, but the average size is 8-inch to 10-inch. And what you do is you wire it like a microphone. You put a mic cable on it, or you can even get away with a 2-lead 1/4-inch patch cable end on it with the cable. Run it into a direct box, which is basically what I've done. And what it does is act as a giant microphone, and it doesn't give you so much of a clear, wonderful product sound. It gives you, for a kick drum, it gives you a nice woofy kind of bottom ends. Just gives you a little bit more drive on the bottom end, a little more thud. It's nothing new. It's been in the recording industry for a while, and most people just make them. But Yamaha makes a great one. They actually call it the sub kick. But I just made one. I had an old 10-inch tom, and I had an 8-inch stereo speaker, and actually it works great. I've got another one being made right now, and I'm going to eliminate the being mounted inside the drum, because the drum I'm using is a bit too deep. So I've found a couple other things that will work and make it a little bit skinnier, so it's not so clunky looking. But cost-wise, I had these speakers, stereo speakers, kicking around for quite a few years, and they work just fine. So you can mount it inside a 10-inch drum if you wanted, or you can mount the speaker on standing brackets by itself. Band King's X, I've seen them use it. They have 2 brackets on either side of the speaker frame itself. We're just talking the speaker and the metal frame and the cone. And they just mount it to steel brackets that stand on the floor. Real easy. So anyways, I'll give you a quick look at that. So we'll just go over here. And I'm just going to turn it into the light a little bit. And you can see. That's all it is. And I just ran a little mic cable right here. And it just goes over into a direct box, which is a little bit hard to see too. Just in a simple direct box, and you place it, in front of the bass drum head, not dead center. Usually it's off to one side. A lot of people say that mounting it inside a drum actually gives it a better sound response. I've done both, and I don't really notice that much of a difference. Just for what I'm doing right now, it was convenient just to mount it in this 10-inch drum. And the drum is basically a birch mahogany shell. Yamaha, I think, uses maple. And the Yamaha one is half the size of this. This drum here, I believe, is might be 10 by 10. 10 diameter, 10 length. So you don't really need that because the speaker doesn't even go back that far. So half the shell. And no, I'm not going to cut the shell to make it work. So I have another one being made, and it will go on for the second bass drum. But that's what that is. And you put it on its own channel, and like when you're recording, you have it on its own track and channel, and you can adjust it accordingly. And it does make a difference in the bottom end. It gives you it can make your bass drum sound really a lot bigger than what it normally would with just a single mic. Now I also mic the bass drum with a Sennheiser 421 inside, And what is not here right now is I usually have I have this old Kent vocal microphone. It's actually up here right now. That right there. And I use that a little further out from the bass drum, whereas this sub kick is right near about an inch off the bass drum head, the front of the bass drum head. I use the vocal mic out about 3 feet. And then normally I would cover the whole bass drum sound channel, or the sound path I should say, up to about here with a blanket. So the bass drums are actually contained within this blanket. So it cuts down on the bleed going up into the tom, especially on a big kit like this. And you get more precise bass drum sound. I don't always do that, but it just depends on the music. But and I have these. I have a wire framework that I use for doing that with the blanket for both bass drums. It takes up a lot of room. That's one of the reasons why it kind of, you know, I use it only on rare occasions. So that's it for that part.